Warning, your money is no longer safe. Here is how it begins. They're going to do capital controls at the same time. They will be doing inflationary schemes as they are already doing. And then what's going to happen is that your money will become completely useless. You will then be completely dependent on the government structure. And they're gearing up for that already. I'm going to show you something that they have been doing, which I have predicted and I have been warning about, and I have been telling people to get your money out of the system. Let's take a look right now. This is out of the BBC. HSBC imposes restrictions on large cash withdrawals. This is exactly what I have been warning about. You, as my subscribers, have heard me harp on this over and over again, and I'm talking to you today about capital controls. They did this historically many times in every dictatorship around the world, and here we are. This is the new dictatorship. It's a globalized economy, and they are restricting your money from getting out. See, the way it worked initially was that you put your gold into the bank. They gave you these paper things that were basically just a note saying, look, your money's with us and you can use these things just to make your life easier. But then they took the gold backing away, and all of a sudden you had nothing but paper. And what do? They use this system to multiply their money. Now, even forget about the derivatives for a moment. When you talk about fractional reserve banking, they're able to multiply the amount of paper that's in the system many times over. And what are they doing now? They're worried about this collapse happening because their schemes are now coming to an end. Even those in control will lose that control after a certain amount of time until we enter a new monetary system, which of course will be very restrictive, and that's another topic for a different day. Today, they're talking about restricting the amount, and this is not even just talking. People were actually restricted from the amount they could take out, and this was, between 5 and 10,000, but that's just the beginning. Soon it will be 500, and then 200, and then 10, and then $1. This is a change in policy, and they did it in November. So that's how it happens. Just like that, they make a change in their policy. They tell their staff, this is how you have to do it, and all of a sudden, you do not have access to your own money. Now, when people put their money into cash and cash-denominated assets, you are asking for this. I have been warning about this. I've been telling people, every single person I consult, I tell them, your money in the bank is just as well gone. When you put your money in that RRSP, in that 401k, you're basically saying, I have 100% trust in my government, in my banking system, in my bank manager, and everyone down the line. But that's not the reality. That's not the truth. This has gone way too far. Look at what they're doing. They're actually restricting you from the money. So they're playing these games with the whole inflation. And 3% a year, your money's gone 5%. Okay, so now it's at 10%. And your inflation keeps going up. But at the very least, they're not sticking their hand into the pot and grabbing. But they did that with the bail-ins in Cyprus. They threatened it in Canada as well. And now they're going with another scheme, and that is restricting. So they put a lid on the very top. At the same time, they're pulling from underneath. I hope I'm getting through to you with this. Let's take a look at this. Prove it. They said without the evidence of spending need, you cannot have your money. What is the bank's business? What you do with your money? But of course, it's not your money, see? Because they developed this system. They use that notes, those paper things, to control you. And that's how this works. They are controlling each and every one of us because of the system they built, the same one that we continue to vote for, and the same thing keeps happening. And then you wonder why. Well, I tell you right now, I'm stressing to every single person, and hopefully as you send this to your friends and family, to them as well. Take your money out of the system, at least for the most part. I understand you have bills to pay, you have people to pay, if you have people on your salary, on your payroll or whatever.
There are 25 people right now inside the city bank. So we're at right now.
This is Occupy Wall Street. Drinking Occupy Wall Street.
But this is a city bank. What are you trying to get? He's trying to get?
Yeah. Oh, myself. What do you need the lawyers?
Yeah, but I need to call Connor inside.
Are you getting arrested?
I need to find out.
What is this?
No, we're not getting What? A little bit.
Legal, yeah. It's being done. It's being done.
They're arresting everyone?
They're arresting? Okay. Amanda,
It's being done. It's being done.
Get
the National
everyone's
Lawyers
name.
Guild.
Get everyone's name and text me.
Call the National Lawyers. What?
Names and
What's the
birthdays.
number? What's the
I
number?
called the NLG. There's the number. I called
Call that
them.
number.
They know that this is happening. Give her all of your names. Give her all of your names. And I will make
You were inside. You were inside with everybody else.
I'm a customer.
You were inside. Yes, but you were inside
I'm a
the whole
customer.
No.
What are you doing?
What the? Hey!
What are you doing? Oh my God. What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Don't be dominated right now. He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything wrong. Oh my God.
What are you doing?
This is wrong. This is wrong. Wrong. What you're doing is wrong. Wrong. Stand up yourself. Shame. 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 You should be ashamed. You're disgusting. You're absolutely disgusting.
Completely fucked up.
Back, please. Get back. Let's go. Let's go. Well, this is a good
This is my Bank of America card. It has my account numbers on it, has my savings account and checking account. I want to come inside at this time and close my accounts. So wait a minute.
Also a Bank of America account holder, and I will be closing my account also today. Day after day, Bank of America is out there throwing families out of their homes. Bank of America has foreclosed on more homes than any bank, and it doesn't do its part to make sure families get fair loan modification to help them stay in their homes. After getting $230 billion in taxpayer-funded bailouts and banks and backstops, you think they'd be grateful? But did our community see any of the money? No! That ain't right! That ain't right!
That ain't right.
They took our money.
On top of that, the bank doesn't even pay its fair share of taxes.
They don't pay taxes. That ain't
Bank of America made more than $10 billion in profits last year, but it didn't pay any federal income tax. Is that right?
No!
Is that right? No! I don't hear you. Is that right?
That ain't right.
I pay.
For America.
KMA.
Hold on, we got to
They can't close our account. Wait a minute, they can't close our account. What you mean they can't come up there? What do you mean? They want to close our account. They have the information and everything. So you telling us they can't close our account? They cannot close our account. They want to close our account now. They got bad business. They want to close our account. Let them in! 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 Let them in!
Take your money out of the system, at least for the most part. I understand you have bills to pay, you have people to pay if you have people on your salary, on your payroll or whatever. But take the savings out. Do not keep your savings in the bank. It is going to collapse in one way or another. There's so many different avenues for this thing to collapse, and you're going to keep your money in there. That is way too dangerous. Like I said, every person I consult, one of the very first things I mention to them is your money in the banking system is long gone. Are you prepared to deal with that? And of course, the answer is no. I wrote about the same exact thing in my book. And this is a quote from Murray and Rothbard. The nation's money supply has just, by magic, increased. The inflationary counterfeiting process is underway. This is how they do their banking schemes. The entire way the bank works is specifically to steal from you. That's why this is like this. That's why they don't like real assets. And of course, the real guys on the back end here are the ones holding the real assets, the large portion of them. And meanwhile, they're saying, no, stick with your 0.85 quote-unquote high-yield investment. That's not for us. That's not for the individuals here on the Money GPS. And speaking of which, get on the Money GPS Insiders, totally free. All you got to do is drop your email address in there. There's been a growing response here. I'm very proud, and I'm very happy to see all of you joining me on there. I'm going to do all kinds of things through the Insiders because I want a smaller community of people. I want a closer community, and we can, talk through email and other videos and stuff like this. It's going to be great. Get on there, open the emails you want to, delete the ones you don't. What can I say? I just want to really reach a new set of people, a closer group of people, because of course everyone on YouTube is not going to agree with me, and especially the Insiders will not agree with me as well. But at least the fact that we can grow and have this smaller community, as I said. I will talk to you very soon.